Join me as I dive deep into the world of narcissists and take on the challenge of exposing their sneaky apology tricks. Manipulative apologies are just one of the many tools narcissists use to control and exploit others. Behind a mask of remorse, they're actually just trying to regain power and avoid accountability for their actions. Recognizing a genuine apology from a narcissist can be incredibly difficult, especially for those who have been conditioned to doubt their own emotions and perceptions. When someone apologizes, our natural instinct is to forgive and move forward, but with narcissists, this can be a recipe for disaster. The emotional toll of constantly second-guessing ourselves and our feelings can be crippling. It's not uncommon for victims of narcissistic abuse to feel a sense of cognitive dissonance when trying to reconcile the apology with the narcissist's previous behavior. This can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and even PTSD. The emotional turmoil can be so intense that it becomes hard to distinguish between a genuine apology and a manipulative tactic. Furthermore, narcissists often use apologies as a way to regain control and maintain a power imbalance in the relationship. By apologizing, they can shift the focus away from their own actions and onto the victim's response, making it all about how they're being perceived rather than taking actual responsibility for their behavior. This can be incredibly damaging, as it reinforces the idea that the victim is the one who needs to change or adapt, rather than the narcissist themselves. In addition, the constant stream of empty apologies can be emotionally exhausting, leaving victims feeling drained and uncertain about how to move forward. It's essential to recognize the patterns and tactics used by narcissists to avoid falling into their trap of manipulation. Deflection, gaslighting, and half-hearted admissions of guilt are just a few of the common tactics used by narcissists in their apologies. They might say something like, "I'm sorry you felt that way," which is not an apology at all, but rather a way of dismissing the other person's feelings. Or they might make a vague admission of guilt, only to turn around and justify their behavior or blame someone else. Gaslighting is another common technique used to manipulate victims into doubting their own perceptions. A narcissist might say, "You're being too sensitive," or "You're overreacting," in an effort to control the narrative and make the victim question their own sanity. This can be incredibly damaging, as it erodes the victim's confidence and ability to trust themselves. Another tactic is to make the apology all about them, saying something like, "I'm sorry I lost my temper," without acknowledging the harm caused to the other person. This is not an apology, it's just a way of saving face and avoiding accountability. Narcissists often use this tactic to appear remorseful, while still avoiding any real responsibility for their actions. So, how can you differentiate between a genuine apology and a false one from a narcissist? The key is to look beyond the words and examine the actions that follow. Does the person take concrete steps to change their behavior and make amends? Or do they just offer empty promises? You see, genuine apologies are always accompanied by a willingness to listen, learn, and grow. The person takes responsibility for their actions, acknowledges the harm caused, and makes a genuine effort to repair the relationship. With narcissists, however, the apology is often just a way to regain control and avoid accountability. Remember, it's essential to prioritize your own emotional well-being and safety when dealing with someone who has consistently demonstrated manipulative behavior.